Penis.
God damn it, Saul. Okay.
Monetize this one.
So, last time you guys had arrived at a camp, then I guess I had to go back a couple sessions. So you arrived at a camp, you sat around, talked to one another by the fire. When you ended up going to sleep, one by one, they came and got you and led you to Madame Ava's tent. She spoke with each of you privately, gave you some personal details, some things that were more or less important to you. And then in the morning, you woke. They made breakfast for everyone. Elion and Than decided to wait until the very end. They had a plate to split between the two of them.
Share a plate.
And Elion had decided to just take a couple bites and give the majority of it to Than. Valkithra was brought a special breakfast. And everyone else, I think, just kind of jumped in line as quickly as they could. Once breakfast had ended, you guys went through, talked to a couple of the different traders. You tried to offload some jewelry that you found in Durst Manor. At first, it was the ring first, or was it the necklace first?
Necklace.
Okay, I thought so. Yes, so first it was a necklace, and the strangest thing to you about it is as he held it in his bare hand, and looked at the jewel as it hung below. His eyes never looked away, but you would be remiss to say that they were really looking at anything. He even tells you at one point that he's not going to give you whatever it is that you're wanting for this necklace. And he even tells you, here, take it back. But he when he goes to motion to take it back, he doesn't let go. He just hangs on to it. Someone, I think it was Ismark, was it you that offered him the ring? Who offered him the ring? I think you were the one in possession of that.
Yeah.
I was unfortunately in possession of both. I don't
Okay, all right. So you offered him the ring, and with that, he just went silent. His eyes kind of glassed over, and he just turned around and started walking off into the woods. Quite some time had gone past. No one had seen him. Everyone started to get worried. They banded out and started looking for him. The group of you managed to kind of pick up his trail and went out to look for him. In the midst of your searching, came across another game trail. I forget who it was that rolled the really high survival check, but was able to determine like that's where wolves were coming in and intercepting like small game during the night. You found him with his tongue practically in his throat. He had gone out into the woods and swallowed his tongue somehow. Elion managed to shove his hand down into the man's throat and pull his tongue back out. During that altercation, I believe Ismark and Than pried the jewelry back from his hands, and he wasn't necessarily himself, but he came back to and was conscious by the time you got back to camp. It sort of caused a scene when you were all there. I don't really remember the specific conversation, but someone had said something sus, and everyone that was in the encampment wasn't about it. And then through a series of either conversation or physical prowess, you managed to kind of get them all to go away and leave you alone. And yes, everyone seems to really like Elion for some reason. When we left, you guys had just purchased a bunch of furs. Trevok was given a leather codpiece. We called it the PP, but I don't remember what it was.
Small pelt.
Well, it was the pelt piece or something like that. We had a name for it. I watched the end of the recording just to kind of catch myself up. But anyways, someone had bought a bunch of scraps that were sewn together. A a slew of you bought different fur pelts, and Elion bought a wolf pelt and a raccoon skin hat. So he has like a old Davy Crockett hat,
Yeah,
like
Davy
a whole
Crockett
old
hat.
frontier, yeah, the raccoon tail and shit hanging out the back. And that pretty much leads us here, where now everyone's left you guys alone. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. The only thing for you to do is to figure out where you're going and what you're doing. So you may now talk amongst yourselves.
I don't see the nobles' avatars.
The nobles' avatars?
The Bismarck and Irina.
Okay, give me a second. I think everybody's here. I can see them, yeah. Yeah, it's just they share
across from you. Bismarck's to your right.
I mean, I
can,
they're like invisible, formless shadows.
You gotta update your R2 mod, man. That's what it is.
I did. I thought I did.
I didn't even have an update.
Tailspire had an update for me, not R2 Modman, but Tailspire
I did the
had
update for Tailspire.
That might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dan,
Anyway,
can you see him?
I'll just reference your stream.
I can see everybody.
You can. I'm recording. You can see a stream.
I'm streaming.
Oh, Brett's stream. Got you.
There,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, anyone else wants to watch?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, right here, you guys. Let's discuss, kind of. Yeah.
I want to look down at my. I guess. Do I have that other sword?
Yeah, it's in your scabbard right now. It's bowed, sort of, and not fitting very well. No, not the no. The one you tossed is still gone.
Yeah,
currently.
Okay. Dan's still looking into the fire. No, there's no intelligence behind his eyes. He's just looking.
Ilion kind of stretches his arms out a bit and stretches his back out. Well, are we staying here for another night, or should we maybe move?
Feel like we have overstayed our welcome, and I feel mildly responsible for that. So, yes.
I say no finger to point, but it may not be a bad idea to move.
What time is it?
It's probably about 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a place to go? I don't remember. Like, do we have any tasks?
I mean,
anything like that? Like,
that fellow with that carriage sure seemed to hint that Lord Strahd would be expecting us for a dinner. But weren't we originally on the go for that, what was that town? The safe town.
Valakai.
Valakai, yeah, that one. So, we're at a bit of a crossroads here. How safe is Valakai?
Ian, would we have any kind of knowledge about Valaki? Or
I mean, some. Not like a ton, but you'd be familiar kind of with the ruling house, and then yeah, I mean, you've been there. It's been a while, but you've been there before.
Is it like a walled city or town?
Yes.
A little, about the same size as the village
Oh,
of Barovia?
no, much bigger. This is like the metropolis of Barovia, essentially.
So, Valakai, it is in the center of the valley. It gets much more traffic than we are used to. There is a wall. Surely there will be somewhere safe for us to rest our heads.
But if we do
Or
not
did y'all
show the Lord Strahd's invitation, will he not come looking?
It would not be wise to make him angry. I do not think. So,
Nor I. He hung that dwarf man for slandering his name in that village. I'd hate to see what he does to someone that disrespects an invitation. More of
I
a
believe that
demand.
might have a couple of days.
Okay. Mayhaps we can stop at Valakai and rest and plan from there.
Maybe get some better clothes for a dinner. I don't know if what we have on will be scented enough.
So Irina and Ismark, you would be familiar enough with the land at least to recognize that you would walk past the castle on the way to Valakai, and Valakai is, I'd say, roughly somewhere between like 4 and 7 days travel.
Whenever
So
Irene
it would
mentions the clothes,
Yeah.
Elyon
Would
will
there-
kind of like adjust his hat.
Yeah, and Trevok kind of adjusting his codpiece, being like, would there be any place for us to get some work so we can get some coin to buy some stuff?
I have a small bit I could spare if we could maybe do a bulk buy or something from a tailor. I don't know.
I mean, look at this, pointing to his groin. This was all we could afford.
I understand, trust me, I'm rocking a loincloth myself of small pelt fashion. These winds are awfully
I
cold.
could loan you my soap to at least wash it so it smells nice.
I want to smell his loincloth.
So I would assume at this point, you guys would break out the map that you have and kind of look at everything you got going on.
Yeah.
Yes, the map.
Can we
Okay.
see the map maybe and plan our route?
We have a map.
Yes, brother. How the fuck? Never mind.
Well, if I remember correctly, Valkithra talked to somebody to actually draw on the map where we needed to go for Valakai.
Yes, that happened. They marked all kinds of shit on that map. Actually, if I remember, I don't remember specifically what right now, but there was a lot of shit on that map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I tweaking, or maybe it's just nighttime? The seasons be changing.
So is you guys are on the campaign board, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so
this
you-
world is very square.
Yeah, right. So you guys are right here where the light is. This is the Tesser Pool encampment. For reference, if you come up right here, this is Castle Ravenloft. And then Valakai is all the way.
I can't see the full board. Is that just me?
No, I
I
can't.
can't zoom all
Oh,
the
there it
way
goes.
out, but
Okay.
I can, like,
Yeah,
move
we're good
it.
now.
Yeah, so
Goddamn.
where I just snapped it at, yeah, it's quite a bit of ways, dude. So I would say you're roughly day and a half, 2 days travel from the Tesser Pool encampment to Castle Ravenloft, roughly. Maybe not that. You probably hit it. Yeah, I'd say day and a half, 2 days. If you were to book it now, you could probably make it. You'd be approaching right as dusk hit. And of course, the Valakai is
Well, I
like
suppose that
on the
would be
other side of
good
the
to be
map.
getting maybe indoors by dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we ponder the time and distance, Elyon will go ahead and say, we shouldn't be out here at night, I don't think. The night we stayed in the shrubbery outside of the manor, it's, I think it might be a keen fate we weren't one of the victims of an attack.
I agree with Elyon. I'm not sure that we should travel at night.
Hey, how many times could you make that bonfire?
I can conjure it at will.
Would we know if there's any buildings or houses along the road to Valakai?
Um. Hmm. Give me a D100 and then wisdom check. History.
So 70 for D100.
Okay.
And then, oh, I can pull up my.
I see. It looks like it keeps kicking you out or something. Keeps moving you around.
Not on there, dude. D&D Beyond, bro.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Alchemy's not letting me scroll, so I'm going to my backup.
Oh, that's weird.
But I rolled a 15.
Okay. Looks like your
Wisdom is +4,
okay,
so
cool.
19. I saved on D&D Beyond too. I just went to that really
That's
quick.
saving throws, bro.
That's you're right. That is saving throws.
Yeah, it would be. It looks like your history is +3, and you said you rolled a 15.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you would remember they're sparse, but there is. You remember there being an old inn. It's very well worn, and definitely in need of upkeep. It's not necessarily derelict or abandoned as you remember, though you don't necessarily remember it being a palace either. It resides somewhere just east of the west gate, or excuse me, just west of the east gate. So it would be, if you follow the road on down across the bridge, you'd come around here. Here's the gate here. It would be just before Yester Hill, essentially. So about right there.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to swap laundry.
You're good. We were just saying that there's a small inn here, just past the west gate, in between the west gate and Yester Hill.
Wonderful.
Okay. So where's everyone's? Are we going to the castle?
Elion
Perhaps.
looks at the map. How far away was that inn? Sorry, did we declare that? Was it within a day's travel, or is it?
No. So if you were to book it, I guess yeah, you could make it there in a day, but you would have to really not.
The wind.
Yeah. Like you might be able to make it there shortly after nightfall, but again, you're going to need to keep a pretty brisk pace. Not take any breaks, nothing like that. You're going to be pretty well traveled.
Yeah, Elion's finger kind of traces the route that we would have taken. And if we hurry, we can make it there. I don't know if we should be going to this castle of a lord that we're running from. But ultimately, mayhaps your decisions would be wiser, as he looks at Miss Mark and Irina.
But wouldn't we have to go to the castle one way or another?
Elion shrugs.
We do to honor the invitation.
It seems strange honoring a man we're fleeing from.
I agree,
But don't
but I
we put
think
it to a
he
vote?
does
The
what he
man
wants.
showed up. Do y'all not remember? The man showed up like almost in our own beds when we were sleeping when he first introduced himself to us. I'm pretty
That
sure
is true, he did.
pretty sure we're not exactly running from him.
Then what was the purpose of
agree
leaving
with
the
that.
village?
That is what he wanted us to do, so we did. I feel like he is controlling our actions more than we think.
Elion will stare into the fire, or the coals at least that remain.
How about
Ponders
we
the
take a
words.
vote? We vote one side to go to the castle. We vote the other side to go to the inn. Does that sound fair?
I think it's fair based off if we do what everybody wants. Or do we split up and go to each?
Oh, we do not split up.
I do not think we split up either.
I would prefer the vote, I think.
None
a
of
vote
you
as
can
well.
cook. You're gonna have to have me around.
Was Helm's Home a democratic city, Ian, or was it
I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, we'll say it's democratically elected as fairly corrupt though, because it is a kind of a shithole.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.
Votes are good.
Appointed leadership that's just getting the favor of everybody to know that they're corrupt, but
Yeah,
giving out like little things here and there.
I agree. A vote is good. Let the people decide. Majority wins. To be truthful with you all, I'm a bit indifferent. I just wanted to mull that possible situation over before we made any hasty decisions. Especially as he brings his finger over to where about that end was. We're not making it there anytime soon by talking.
I say we do a blind vote.
Is there
Since I am
anything?
also indifferent,
Is there anything we hope to gain at the end?
Lodging before nightfall, mostly.
It's 9 o'clock. Well, it's the equivalent of 9 o'clock in the morning. We just rested. We only
Right.
got one other place
And
to
do
go.
you see
unless
this
we go
map,
to
my
the inn
friend? I
for the
understand maybe you're
master
not
rest
exactly a
taken
fucking
nonetheless.
cartographer, but this is quite some distance we're going to be covering, no matter the distance. Whether we go to a castle or a fucking inn, we need to be inside a secure lodging establishment before nightfall, for I do not want to be the food of a werewolf.
If you recall, we bore witness to the March of the Dead the last time we slept outside at night.
we did, yes.
I'm not sure what stopped them, but we're lucky they did.
All right, so we go for the vote. First on the vote is raise your hand if you want to go to the inn.
I would actually prefer that we did a blind vote via parchment so that we know our true intentions instead of voting along with someone else, perhaps.
I agree. A true
Because I am also
democratic
indifferent,
vote
but
is... Yes.
All right, a blind vote it is.
Let us do that.
Elion will pull out some parchment from his bag and split up a few small
I know
cubes.
I know that Valkithra has enough as well. She can do the same.
Okay, yeah, we'll fold them up and like split them in half. You know, make like smaller slips.
Yep. And then we'll just send them to Ian, and then he can read us out.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm into that too. That works for everybody else.
Yeah, go ahead and DM them to me.
Took me a second to find you on my fucking Discord thing.
Give me just one second. I'm checking something really quick
Good.
for you guys. Okay. Trying to make sure we get good proper responses here. Okay. The first one opened says the inn. Its handwriting is rather ornate. And though it doesn't necessarily possess any form of femininity to it, it is very well done and obviously well practiced. The second reads the castle. The third reads the castle. However, it's spelled Kassle. The fourth reads the castle. The fifth reads the inn. And the sixth is the castle. So it's 4-2.
Seems we're
Who read
going
'em
to a
out?
castle.
So it is decided.
And
The
away
castle we venture.
go.
Trayvox's little summon read them out.
Yeah, I like that.
He's
yeah.
in
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
One second,
Trayvon
Mr.
gets 2 votes.
Only if there's a tiebreaker.
Just one.
Oh yeah. After the vote, Celion packs his bag. He's ready to march.
Okay. You all take a look at each other, and it's at this moment that you recognize not necessarily the gravity of the situation or the den that you're walking into, but you recognize that others around you also recognize this. And for once, it seems tempers are starting to flare, anxiety is building, and a serious level of uncomfort is now easily seen on everyone's expression. Irina's especially. And with that, we head down, I guess, out of the camp. And as you go to exit, where Rudramir pops up on top of his cabin, or on top of his caravan, and he says, "Oh, you are off so soon?"
Yes, my
Anyway.
friend. We have a dinner to attend.
Oh, you go to the castle?
Wise guess.
Oh, okay. If you make to castle, Count will feed you good. Tell him you like the hamchi. He make good hamchi. And as he looks at you,
Ham and cheese.
he's kind of like gesturing to you and nodding very broadly. One of the twigs that he has braided into his hair to mimic Caspian falls out, and he quickly looks down at it, and he goes to grab it and disappears behind his caravan.
Farewell, Barudamir?
So long, friends. Talk to you soon. All right.
Valkethra would tell Barudamir where they're headed
Okay.
if he didn't catch that. Just, he's a traveling caravaner, so maybe he ends up by that way or not.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because that was the whole thing of him telling you to make the ham cheese. You were going to the castle. Okay.
Yeah.
You set forth with full stomachs, and for the first time in what seems like an eternity, well rested. Behind you, still the camp clamoring with eclectic chatter stirs in the mid-morning dew. You begin to make your way down the Svalich road. As you walk through, the oddities of the night behind you whirl in your mind. Certain questions arise. How old was Madame Ava? Why did she not sound like the other Vistani? Trudging in formation through the late hours of the afternoon leads you to a bridge. The water flows beneath it in a cool, relaxing manner. If not for the chilled breeze, this creek may be enticing for a swim. Above, a large raven croaks in the sky. His marked brows furrow as he watches it pass. Your noses burn as a frigid wind blows across the open field. As you approach the creek in the middle of the clearing, you each can't help but notice how incredibly parched you are. The flowing water in front of you is rather clear, though the bottom of the creek is dark and discerning anything in the bottom would be rather difficult. It is obvious, though, that the creek isn't very wide and no less than 8 feet deep, The thick mud seems to nearly dive into the water like a tall bluff rather than the gradual decline each of you are accustomed to. Does anyone want to take a drink or fill up their water skin?
Can I check, like, make like a nature check or anything for this to see if it's like some type of drinkable water source, or is it too?
Yeah, you can do a nature check if you want to. It's fine.
Sorry, I had to go back to my thing. It
You're
actually
good.
like timed me out.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be a 17.
Okay.
I'll pull up a bit in my hands and watch the current. Is it moving fast enough to be moving water, or is it stagnant?
It's moving just well enough, though you can kind of, if you look up and then down, you can see where like certain pools of it have stagnated around, like, say, reeds or old branches to dead trees. But for the most part, I mean, there is a small current to it. It's definitely not a stagnant pool.
With the spell Purify Food and Drink, I can do anything within a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
It'd be acceptable to do like if everyone filled their water skins or something. I could do something like that.
Sure, yeah. So how do you want to do it then? Are you wanting to purify before you bottle it, or are you wanting to bottle it first and then purify it?
Elion will turn to the group, and this water's moving, but there's a lot of particles in it. Do either of you know if this is safe to drink? And he'll look to Irina and Ishmark before spending a spell slot.
It is better to play it safe. And then out of character, I will say to you, I think that's a ritual.
It's an action. Instantaneous.
I think it has the ritual tag.
Oh shit, no, you're right, it does. It's a transmutation ritual.
You can just spend 10 minutes and no spell slot.
Right. Wonderful. Okay, cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Elion will tell the group, everyone, fill your water skins to the max and give them to me. I'm going to purify them with a small ritual we blend in Helmshold. Something I've done on a lot of communion days to feed the hungry. I can promise you it'll be clean, safe, drinkable water.
Alright.
Valkethra will
That
do
sounds
so.
good to me.
Is anybody else gonna check the water out? Is anybody, measuring current or just
don't know.
looking at it beforehand?
Does Trevok have like stone something? But is that more for like would he be able to tell anything about the rocks? Maybe it's mineralizing the water.
To an extent,
No.
sure. Yeah. So I mean, you would understand that there is, the rocks there would be meant to be there. They're definitely sedimentary rocks. They're nothing out of place. You would know that often rocks in that shape with that color contain quartz. But as far as like, cleaning your water out, I guess you wouldn't really know. I'd need a medicine check for that, or a survival or something.
Yeah, I don't know if he would do any further checking then. Well, I mean, I
Okay.
could do a survival check.
Okay. Yeah. So are you looking specifically at rocks? Like, what are you looking at?
So I'm trying to determine, because I don't know if you mentioned it, like, you know how some water, like even when it's flowing, is like crystal clear and you can see the rocks clearly below?
Mm-hmm.
And then other times it's like either got a blue or green color to it.
Mm-hmm. So the bottom of the river floor is very silty. The sides or whatever, for whatever reason, seem to be very steep. There's definitely no gradual drop into this. Like, you pretty much take a step in, you're at a knee, and then you take another step in and you're swimming. As far as like rocks beneath the surface, there may be one or two kind of spattered about that you could see, but as far as whatever's like on the floor, it would be really hard to make even that out because it's so silty at the bottom.
So it doesn't necessarily look like a natural.
The shape of it is very peculiar.
Yeah. Let me do perception first.
Okay.
Well,
Oof.
yeah.
If,
Get those out of the way.
Never mind.
I don't see shit.
I also
You-
don't see shit.
Anybody else checking the water out, looking at the stream? Thand, what are you doing? Like all together?
I'm looking at the water.
You're looking at the water? All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was gonna say Than's looking at the water, but again, he's just kind of staring at it like he did that fucking thing. But let's see if Than's just staring or thinking hard. How do I
He's-
use alchemy again? Goddamn. Action.
You
No.
pressed it. Yeah.
Skills. Which one again? Sorry.
Perception.
Alright, the stupid mode. That's a check. Oh my god,
pretty good.
Than!
There you go, buddy.
You stare. Oh, hold on. Ismark, Irina, you guys want to? What are y'all doing?
I would like to just kind of check the area to see if maybe anyone's watching us or
Okay.
something.
Yeah. Go ahead. And give me a perception check.
Come look, Matthew!
Is that a good roll? I
That's a
take
natural
it.
20.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
That's legit. I approve.
You're in Cahoot, Ian, don't
I had-
buy it.
I can take a picture.
No, you're good. You're good. I believe you.
I
So
take
plus
pictures of all my
so
nat
20
20s.
22.
You look about the surroundings and you recognize kind of how far this creek goes in one direction. You peer off. You can obviously see there's tracks in the dirt. This is obviously a pretty well-traveled road, at least for around here. There is a tree, for lack of a better term, loaded to the brim with ravens. It's off to the northeast of where you currently are, just across the creek. Thand, you mindlessly stare at the water. Your vision blurry, out of focus. Your thoughts non-existent. You just stand there, aloof. After a moment, your eyes refocus. And you see a bottle floating in the water in the reeds. You can't quite make out its contents, but you do see that it's corked. And obviously see enough of it to recognize that something is in there. Do you wish to open it?
You're damn straight. I'm gonna open that shit.
Okay. Caught in the reeds just up the stream from you is an old... Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck my notes up there. You bend down to pick up the bottle. And you notice something floating amidst the reeds. Caught in the reeds just upstream from you is an old decaying corpse of a young elven woman. There is a note in a bottle not far from the shore from where she rests. The note reads, "Here lies Alora Mulree, elf and child snatcher, sentenced to death by the traveling band of the sphere." The letter below shows a spear with a silver tip that shimmers faintly in the dim sunlight. You take a further moment to study the corpse and just beneath the water's surface. Her eyes are open, slim, pale features with a tinge of bloat lead to bludgeon dents in her temple and forehead. White glassed over eyes stare back at you, or rather through you in a vibrant, aloof stare. Do you wish to pull the corpse out of the water and onto the shore?
First, how close is everyone? Can I like motion them over?
Yeah, you're probably about 20 feet away.
And I'll like, try and get everyone's attention. Come over.
Okay.
Can I like look around the area? Like look at like one of my, you know what? Hold up, time out. I'm going to, if you'll allow it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a define sense.
Okay.
Boom.
There's something in the water that haunts you. But you can quickly tell it isn't this corpse. It isn't this woman. You're unsure of what it is specifically that you find unnerving about this presence, but that it's definitely there. You don't particularly find it dangerous, but you know better than to look away now.
Okay. Can I like almost like I don't know, can I like signal how is everyone approaching? What's everyone else doing right now?
Yeah, what is everybody else doing right now?
I'm watching the birds. Are they like looking around, or are they like honed in on what we're doing? Like all of them creepily, like horror movie looking at us.
It depends. The majority of them are looking right at you, yes, but there are others. They seem to change in unison. Some will turn and look at you, and others will turn and look away as they turn. Almost at no time is one of them not watching you. At least
when
one.
They turn, are they turning and looking at us always the same direction, or is it just all over the place?
They scan kind of, right? So like one may be looking off to the right while the other one looks at you, and they'll swap gazes. And then when they go to turn again, there'll be a third one that'll go to the right, and the one that was originally at the right will be looking left. You know what I mean? Like they kind of seem to just keep panning.
Always honed in on one spot and then us, one spot and then us. Okay.
You know, they seem to be trying to take in a 180-degree view of whatever it is that's happening. But again, there's probably 20 ravens in this tree.
Okay.
A murder, if you will.
Perfect for this set.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, we'll go down the line here. Trevok, what are you doing?
Did I dismiss Baron, or is he still around?
I didn't even know you pulled him out. So
I pulled him out last session because we had that argument.
Oh, yeah.
The session before. Oh, wait, no. I think he did because we ended the it wasn't really an argument, but like he kind of walked off and went and stood over by the.
Oh yeah, everybody slept since then.
Right?
Yeah, everybody slept since then.
So he went.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm still waiting on the purified water, right?
Okay, so you're not going over to help Thand?
Yeah, I would say at this moment, like it's like we're discussing like the purified water shit as Thand was like figuring all this shit out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is this happening like
it'd be like almost simultaneously. Like you would watch Thand walk away from the path down the shoreline for about 20 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, you know what? Gonna start motioning, or like I don't know. Can I start making my way back? Are they like how loud would I have to be for them to hear me?
I mean, you're only about 20 feet away, so talking honestly, they might not be able to make out specifically what it is that you say. They know that you're saying something.
Can I take like a couple steps towards them, like 5 feet towards them, and speak?
Are you going to take your eyes off of?
Probably not.
Okay. Maybe not take my eyes off it, but like, I don't know. Quick, quick glance. Anyone coming?
Having looked over at Thand and
Have you said
Valkithra, seeing
anything?
like his brows
yet.
raised, he looks like he just shit himself. He doesn't know what I'll walk over to him and be like, "What is going on?"
I motioned. I remember being
And
like,
he motioned me.
Yeah. Travel and Elion were talking about water.
Yeah.
Irina, Ismark, what are you guys doing?
I was still watching the birds area. I'll walk
Okay.
over there, but I'm still watching them.
Okay, yeah, all right. So you're watching the birds. Ismark, what are you doing?
If Thand asked for help, I would definitely mosey over there and give him a hand.
Okay. All right, Dan, do you want to tell him what it was you saw, dude?
I saw a corpse just right over there, but I feel something in this swamp. I feel it. Jesus.
Do you think we should just steer clear, get out of here as quickly as possible, or do you want to poke a little further?
Brother, kind of called Elion. We need
Elion.
your religious services.
Elion finishes the sentence with travel. So yeah, you think like the sediment's gonna wash into here if we like pull out of this? What? Yeah, religious services? So he like gets up from his milk position, walks over there. What?
Now, Thand, are
Services.
you looking at them during any part of this?
I would like to think it's like I'm staring in the general area of where I kind of felt the presence, but I'm like,
Okay, so you're not looking at them whenever you're talking to them.
No.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
So
what are
that's
you staring at?
Whatever I felt is somewhere over there. I can't see it.
You mean felt, right?
Yes.
He kind of like just air quotes.
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't just something you ate for breakfast?
Well, I might not have had much, but it was enough to not. Shit, I lost the word. Not confuse this feeling. There's something over there. I do not know if it bodes us well or ill, but we should be cautious.
I am inclined to trust your gut. Also, we probably should have drawn our water from a little further upstream. But if you're going to purify it, it should be fine.
We haven't drawn water yet.
Oh.
We were like talking about doing that, and then
Yeah. Then I suggest further upstream from the corpse.
the corpse. Everyone looks down into the water.
What
I see the
corpse?
corpse.
Who'd you kill this time?
So as you all approach Thand, you see the faint silhouette of a very pale face with dark hair. She's nearly vertical in the water. There's a stark bend in her back, so to speak. And she seems to she's in a small pool of reeds, so the current's not overly strong, but she seems to not be moving very far from one particular space. Even with the current pulling at her, she seems to be sort of stuck where she's at. She would be probably, the tip of her head would be probably about 8 inches underwater. She's nearly at the surface. You guys want to pull her out or leave her?
So whatever Than felt is coming basically from what, beneath or behind.
There's something that's in the water that makes him feel very uncomfortable. But again, he's able to discern at least that it isn't this. Like, or should I say it isn't her. It's the unnerving feeling that he has
It's coming from
is from something else. You can at least figure that part out.
Further up, right? Not from the
Somewhere.
corpse that's...
It's he's not really able to discern where it's coming from. He's just able to discern that it isn't her. She's not. There's something.
Okay.
There's nothing that's really wrong about her.
How would we retrieve the body? Is it like, are we able to, well, let me ask the question better. Would Trevok be able to have his head above water? If you tried to
If you
overturn it,
grabbed her,
you need
if you
to-
grabbed her by like the shoulder or whatever, yeah.
All right.
Elion's
She's only about 8 inches.
grabbing the body at all, but he
It's a lot
will
to
start
lift off.
performing a last rites sermon, kind of more of a prayer, you could say,
Okay.
from Helm's Passage. And,
Okay.
he's just kind of praying. He's like muttering under his breath, more or less. There's nothing ritualistic about it. It's straight up like a fucking something you would see a priest in the army do over the fallen of a battlefield, you know. There's 1,000 more of these happening today. This is nothing special.
Okay, so just like a generalized...
Yeah, he's muttering under his breath.
Yeah, okay.
He's not making this apparent.
She's getting the motherfucking cliff notes.
Yeah.
Reader's Digest burial. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can see Elion make a motion that looks somewhat like a real ritualistic touch of his left shoulder to clavicle and forehead, and he starts muttering some stuff under his breath.
Okay. Who is pulling her out?
Trevok.
And anybody else?
I'll help him.
Okay. All right. The two of you together reach down and grab her by the shoulders and start to pull her out. The woman's body resists the initial tug. It feels as if something heavy were hanging by her feet. As you attempt to pull her from the cold clutches of the water, soot begins to murk the water as if something that held her from the surface were coming loose in the earth below. Clutched in her hands is a rather pristine longsword. Its handle is ornate and donned with a golden adornment. Its blade free of rust and dirt save for a little bit of soot that found its way in the crevices of an old windmill adornment just above the hilt. Thand, I need you to roll a wisdom check.
Please, Thand.
I knew this was
I
a great
beg.
idea.
I beg thee, Thand. Where is it? 1 sec, sorry. Am I stupid? There, sorry. Save or check? Sorry, just check.
Save. You pull your bent sword out and compare the two together. After a brief moment, you toss the wet sword back into the water and place the bent sword in your scabbard.
Damn it, Thand.
I mean, how ornate was this thing? Because Trevok was just asking about how to make coin. Maybe we can sell this thing if Dan doesn't want it, or...
So, just to catch you up here,
Mm-hmm.
he threw that sword into the river earlier this morning.
It's from the Durst Manor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you
Damn it.
you pull the woman from the cold clutches of the water, she wears a loose-fitting white dress. It has various stains of blood that are pouring out relatively fresh wounds. The blood all seems to have washed away from her skin, though the portions that stained the dress stayed. Around her ankle is a shackle fixed to a very heavy chain. And as you keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, you recognize the majority of the weight that you lifted onto the shore was due to this. And as you pull a few more arm lengths out, you see a small iron ball, or a rather large iron ball, that breached the surface, and it lands in the slick mud with a heavy thud.
Well, kind of looking over Elion. Do we bury her?
The fuck did that note say?
Hands Elion the note.
The note reads, "Here lies Alora Mulree, elf and child snatcher, sentenced to death by the traveling band of the spear." The letter then shows a spear with a silver tip that shimmers faintly in the dim light of the sun.
Elion shakes his head after reading some of the note. No. No burial would be needed. Helm's light will guide her. He hands the note back and turns towards the river, or road. And do y'all even want to drink out of this river? I can purify, but I can't change the taste of decomposition.
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
I think by the nature of purifying it, you actually do change the way it tastes.
Are you sure?
It's purified. It wouldn't taste like anything at that point.
Is there a description we can go off of? Like, does it...
Rendered free of poison and disease.
Okay, so just poison and disease, but not
Yeah,
particulates
it was his range
so
is
much.
purified.
I mean, sterilize it, but
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think that's exactly how purifying water even works. Though I think if you purify water from a fucking source of a dead body, it's still gonna taste like shit. It's just
Yeah, I think it'd be a little grungy still, unless you were to go upstream.
Either way, if we were gonna purify this fucking water, let's do it. Shall
so
we?
consulting the map, does it look like our road is going to run along other water sources?
Not currently, no.
I think we should take a quick jaunt upstream. It doesn't have to be too far, but at least to top off our reserves. Just in case.
Just to
I agree.
curious, if you can purify water, can you bless it too?
I mean, sure.
Just a little curious. Based on what we've seen, it might be handy to have a few vials of that stuff around.
I don't know if I can actually make holy water. That'd be up to Ian's discretion.
I mean, yeah, if you used a bless spell while you were resting or whatever, I'd be down. You just had to burn a spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah. I think rules as written, like the ceremony spell lets you do it, and then clerics and paladins can do it, but it also takes like a shit ton of powdered silver.
Mm.
Like 20
Oh, there's a
silver.
component. Okay.
Cleric or
Yeah.
paladin make great holy water performing a specific ritual. It takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold piece of powdered silver, and requires a caster to expend a first level spell slot.
Rip, dude. It's fucking pretty steep.
Elion kind of shakes his head. Sure, we have enough fucking silver.
I thought you just had to boil the hell out of it.
That is an expression that they would use back in the day to discipline rather unwavering men of faith.
Okay, so you...
What are we doing?
Let's go
travel
ahead and head. Let's go
upstream?
upstream and get some fresh water.
Yes.
Well, since we're here,
Agreed.
Okay, so everybody's going upstream to get some fresh water.
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Okay. All right. Everybody's got full water skin then. And I'm assuming we're trudging back to the road after that. Is that it?
I would still purify it.
What is describe to me what the ritual is for purifying?
Thing. Do you want like just my flavor of it, or what that?
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Just give me a quick synopsis of what Elion's doing.
So yeah, he takes these water skins and he kind of just bunches them in a group together, and then stands above them and starts once again mumbling these words. But as he does so, a bit of faint light kind of forms a radius around them, and you see a bit of these iron gloves glistening almost in the shadows of it as they cast over it.
Remind me, is religion a skill in this one? In this edition?
Yeah, that is.
Give me a religion check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, hell yeah.
21.
So
21.
everything to your eyes goes exactly how it has every time you've done this spell. The same glimmer, the same shine, even the same color radius, the same aura, albeit a slightly different color this time. Yet something feels off to you.
As in the spell didn't take and this isn't purified?
I mean, it's up to you to find out. But if you'd like to open it up and smell it or take a sip.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I would like to open it up and check it. I'm going to pour some out into my hand.
Looking at it, I mean, yeah, it looks the same essentially. It's flowing water, clear to look at.
No, the water from my water skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you went downstream to get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole group, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it looks like normal water. It smells like the creek bed for the most part, save for the portion with the corpse in it. I mean, it smells like regular water.
A little musty.
Mm-hmm. But again, like I said, something in the back of your mind just doesn't feel right.
I mean, if it smells fine, it looks fine. I don't know. This water seems different. It's probably gonna taste like shit, everyone. Elion says to the group.
How am I? I guess I'm still pretty good on rations and stuff, so I don't. I think I'll wait.
Okay, and mind you, everyone as you approached was incredibly parched.
Can I sit for my water skin then?
You'd like to.
Have faith in your abilities. I'm sure it is fine.
I would sure hope so. I've done this at least 100 times.
Okay, is he the only one taking a drink?
I'll take a sip.
I
Okay.
trust my brother's skills.
Anyone else?
Parched, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, we
to the
should-
point where you can almost feel your throat cracking.
Yeah.
I'll just guzzle it down. He blessed it, right? Or he
Don't take a tray.
purified
Don't
it?
do a Trayvon. Come on.
Yeah,
there's a
I'm
whole-
doing it. We're doing half my water skin, straight up,
Okay.
because we already know that it's going to taste somewhat bad, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Valkithra's just going to get over that and just be like, look, it's going to taste bad no matter what. He's cast his spell. I think it's good. I'll drink half of it. I got to get some water in.
Ismark, Irina, you drinking it? Or Ismark said,
Is Kaylee just stepped out for a second?
oh, okay. You think
I
she would drink
definitely
it?
am.
Elion's waiting.
He said no.
Trayvon would take.
She said no?
full.
Yeah, she hollered no from the other room.
Okay. I need Constitution checks from everybody but Elion and Irina.
Checks your saving throws.
Saving throws, excuse me, sorry.
7.
Con save, baby.
Both mine were
Do
low.
I need to re-roll then?
Yes. Okay.
10 with a natural 20.
Come on.
What did you roll, Bismarck?
7.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll be doing my best Trevok impression.
Okay. So is that it? Is everybody, y'all wanting to leave now, or?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess we
Since
Sure,
his
sure.
ritual takes so long to cast, I'm gonna make a bonfire for us to warm us up since it's
Okay.
always cold.
I do want to take this time.
Instantaneous, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. You
Uh,
can-
we
I
have
would've
the
just done
time
that
to
at the
stop because
beginning of
didn't we need to
film.
make it
yeah,
that.
yeah.
to the castle by nightfall?
Well, it's 10 minutes
Yeah.
for him to do the ritual regardless.
No, it's instantaneous. It's one action.
It's one
Ritual
action.
Yeah, if you
cast
cast the
is
spell, yeah, but if you,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ritual
Uh,
cast is 10 minutes.
Okay.
I do want to point out, you've heard the term child snatcher before, and it was in reference to you. You heard it at the Blood of the Vine Tavern. They referenced knife ears, child snatchers, and a talking broom.
Dang, I barely remember that. Is that where we ate the strudels or pies or wherever?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I feel it's only fair for me to remind you guys of that because that was like a year ago. But in game, it was only a couple days. You definitely would have remembered. Like, as a matter of fact, that note would have resonated with you a little bit.
Yes, I take pretty tedious notes, and I think I just wrote it as racial slurs.
Yeah. Those were the racial slurs: cave skins, knife ears, child snatchers, and talking broom.
But it was in reference to us?
Yes. You were the talking broom, specifically.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out who that was. So
So Ismark and Valkithra, you both take drinks of the water, knowing that this maybe not necessarily a bad spot to get water, but isn't really the freshest spring either. There's a strange, albeit foul taste as you drink your water. And what you find concerning is you keep waiting for it to go away, but it does not. And for now, that's all I have to say about it.
All right.
Okay, so we trudging forward.
If we can, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see no reason.
I mean, what was it the lady's letter said? Didn't we find a letter?
Yes, I'll read it for you one more time. Give me just a
If
second.
you don't mind? Sorry.
Yep. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the description of her again as well to kind of paint the scene a little bit better. Caught in the reeds just upstream from you is an old and decaying corpse of a young elven woman. There is a note in a bottle not far from the shore where she rests. The note reads, "Here lies Alora Mulree, elf and child snatcher, sentenced to death by the traveling band of the spear." The letter shows a spear with a silver tip that shimmers faintly in the dim light of the sun. You take a further moment to study the corpse just beneath the water's surface. Her eyes are open. Slim, pale features with a tinge of bloat lead to bludgeon dents in her temple and forehead. White, glassed-over eyes stare back at you, or rather through you, in a vibrant, aloof stare. On top of that, as you pulled her from the water, you recognized that she had been stabbed multiple times. And her bloody dress quickly would show you where each of those stabs were. So it was obvious that she had been brutalized before being thrown into the water.
And then we pulled her out, and there was an iron ball.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
Unfortunately, in Barovia, there are those who do not trust elves or other outsiders.
Have we heard of these Silver Spear people yet before?
No.
First time hearing of them. It doesn't surprise me. There's people with disdain of other races and cultures everywhere.
Did you have to throw the sword?
Yeah, why
We
did
could
you
have
throw
sold
the
it,
sword?
couldn't we?
Alright, everyone gather around. I'm gonna get real honest about this sword. This is like the third time I've tried throwing it away. I'm thinking this time I kinda like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it. Too hard to get rid of right now. But let's look at it. Damn, kinda like brandish it. Look how nice it is. Perfect.
Are you drawing your sword again?
You're making me have second thoughts about everything now.
That is the goal.
Yeah, you know what? I already said it. It's set in stone.
Okay, so you had originally thrown back the ornate sword, right? You cast that one back into the water, and you kept the bent sword in your scabbard. However, you quickly pull this sword out and brandish it. And no sooner do you recognize its blade straight, its hilt different, and the sword even gleams in the dim glow of the sunlight. It takes you all but a moment of arrogant oversight before you look down and recognize that you hold the same sword that you swear that you've casted into the water twice now today.
Damn it.
And with that, Thand falls to one knee and punches repeatedly into the water, splashing water up onto his clothes.
What is your problem, brother? Stop it.
I'm assuming I'm just still punching.
Yeah, but that was really good. Sorry. That was a very good picture that noise painted. Okay. Somebody was doing, are you still doing another ritual for something?
No.
Okay. All right. So is anybody doing anything then? I swear something was going on.
I mean,
right
this
there.
is like 10 minutes later, right? Like, I've done the ritual.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, we're dranked up, ready to go. Well, most of us are, at least.
Sticks
Alright.
for the water. It really has a film that kind of sticks with you, though. Is anybody else noticing that? Sure, it's nothing.
Hey, Elion will take a swig of his at this moment, and to try and
Trayvon
taste.
can stand the mouthful that he took, but he's not ready for another swig just yet.
I need a Constitution save, Brett. You're gonna take a drink of water.
Where the saves at? Oh, never mind. I remember now. You gotta like click it, and then it goes to saves.
Ooh, yeah. So the water, for lack of a better description, could taste better. You definitely cannot recall having worse tasting water, even in the dirtiest of water buckets about Helm's Hold. But ultimately, you chalk it up to nothing more than that. It's nasty water.
Yeah, there's a dead body in the creek.
Okay. So I'm assuming everybody's ready to head out.
We're Oscar Mike.
Okay. Trevok, I need you to roll a D100, and I need you to call high or low before you do it.
Would. How do I roll the D100 again, though?
You can just roll 2 D10s.
Okay. So I'm going to call... I'm taking the high road.
Okay.
2 D10s then.
Yep. 75. All right.
Yeah.
So the cuffs of your shirt are a little wet, but you had managed to shove some of the grass down, or rather, Thand managed to shove some of the grass down in front of him. And unknowingly, you had laid down on top of this while trying to pull the woman out.
Okay.
And so you managed to not get too wet while doing it.
Okay.
Thand, however, your pants are slicked with mud, and you're wet to the shoulder and even down your chest some on your left side.
I'm a messy bitch.
With that, are we all ready to move forward?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it.
After crossing the bridge and moving forward for some time, the party comes across 4 men passed out around the fire. Empty glass bottles are clasped tightly in their lifeless hands. Further behind them, next to a barrel by a tent, is a man passionately kissing a woman. His back covers most of his action from where you stand, though you can see he supports the back of her head with his right hand and the small of her back with his left. On either side of his waist, you can see her feet dangling in the air. I need perception checks from everyone, and I need them with advantage from Valkithra, Elion, and Thand.
Perception.
5.
11.
God
Well,
I don't see shit.
We
just
all
like
rolled
last
fucking
time.
trash.
Okay, give me just a second here. Gotta bring everybody in.
Trevok has just clearly not been paying attention to anything that's going on around him.
You're pulling a Thand.
Clearly, these birds have me like crazed. No, I'm saying that they have freaked me out that I'm not paying attention.
Give me a second here. Okay, never mind. It's like I'm missing Trevok, but I got him. One more second here. Almost done.
Ian, is it helpful for you if we go ahead and type our, since we're using physical dice, if we type our rolls in
Sure,
the
if you want to.
Can we chat? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Actually, specify you are all like right there. Hold up, someone in this game is not comfortable with this current subject matter.
Huh?
That was me testing something. I wanted to see what
Okay.
was going on.
What the hell are you doing, Salt?
I was
Getting
looking
our
for
server
something,
shut down.
but there's one called
Yeah.
X-Card.
Congratulations.
There's one called X card, and it says you sent an X card anonymously. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Okay, so
Do
everybody.
that next time Elion speaks.
He's trying to test how much we don't
That's
give a
funny.
shit.
Okay. The man and a woman giggle to each other quietly. Sounds of sweet nothings and soft kissing are easily audible from where you stand across the campsite. Couple then quickly look at the campground and duck into a tent with giddiness of the young couple. One of the men by the fireplace grunts as they disappear, but now only the cracking of the fire can be heard at the center of the campsite. Do you approach?
Maybe
You're
we
saying they
should
all
just
disappeared?
mind our business and keep moving. We're going to a dinner after all. There's no sense in stopping once again.
We see any symbols of silver-tipped spears?
No. As
So
you
maybe we do just kind of. Yeah, so Trevok would be asking, like, we do need to make the castle by nightfall, right?
We do, I would think.
okay.
And these people seem to be enjoying themselves plenty fine. Why should we intrude?
Okay, so you'll make your way further down the road past their campsite.
If that's what the party agrees, Ellen's kind of like asking, more or less, than saying. He looks questionable in his facial expressions.
What's everybody want to do?
Yes, if no one has any indifferent opinions, then sure. We shall continue down the road.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
want to continue.
If they don't take notice of us, I think we should just skirt around.
Okay.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
You go to leave. You turn and try and take a broad,
Give him a wide berth.
wide berth across. However, as you go to turn, stand. A firm grip falls at your boot from the bush below. And as you look down, you see a dark forearm blemished with bleeding and festering wounds, both stab and ruptured skin. What do you do?
How strong of a grip does it have on me?
You can roll a strength.
All right. Just a check, right? Or would it be a save?
Just check.
22.
Okay. So you manage to wriggle free. However, in doing so, you pull forth a small shimmer of a man, and he slowly rises to his feet. As he stands, you see that the other people that were laying down are also getting up now in a very strange and peculiar manner. They seem to have been stirred awake by your presence, yet they haven't quite taken note of you. They go to stand looking up at the sky, and almost faster than you could blink, Their faces turn to you and they slowly start coming your way.
They look like.
Does that look like a good thing or a bad
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Like,
It looks very bad.
menacing.
Yeah, incredibly
Are they
menacing.
armed?
Yeah. Are they just walking towards us?
Only with various things like bottles and that's mostly it. They have bottles on them.
Like, just in their hands? Are
Yeah.
they broken? Or are they just like.
No,
bottles?
currently not broken.
So basically, they're acting like you cock blocked them.
Not quite. No.
I just stole these guys' catalytic converter. That's why they're upset.
Yeah.
Fucking catty at them. Now they're pissed. We gotta go, boys.
After a moment, the woman emerges. Her head is dangling to the left. It's obvious that her neck is broken. Her mouth lay agape in blackness, rims her mouth like a strange coating of ash. Her tongue lazily hanging to the side as well as she stammers out from the tent. And then lastly, behind her is a strange skeletal figure who looks at you with disgust. And at this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Time to shine.
How do I do that again?
I think I'm getting ready to put us all into it. Should roll automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna auto roll for us.
Right.
I like that feature.
Give me 1 second here. Let me name all of these in game so I can keep track.
That's a solid initiative, Alien.
Right, dude? I'm ready to flee this.
Okay. So first up would be this guy here.
I don't remember where my initiative is.
You rolled a 3. You're towards the bottom.
Oh, I guess it was rolled for me. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're automatic. So he's just going to move right here. Okay. Irina, you're up.
It's 5 foot of tile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now these aren't tiles, like per se. Like these, I believe, are 10 feet across. Like these specific tiles.
So are they 10 feet then?
Yeah. They're 10 feet. That's why he only moved a little bit. He only moved 10 feet.
I'm going to. It won't let me move her.
It won't? It should. Oh, I guess I got to give you permissions. Give me a second.
Yeah, I can't move Trevok either.
Right.
And I don't see the initiative order at the top.
It'll be okay. Yeah, I've got to set that. I should do that. Permissions. Okay. Make sure that you have these. Okay. Everyone else should be able to move their people, and then we're going to move into turn-based mode.
I'm finally facing the same direction as everyone else. Hey, well, I guess that makes sense why he's been rolling such low perception.
Mhm.
Facing the wrong way the whole time.
Okay, and then and Kithra, Elion. Okay. Okay. And then there was and he was 2. Okay. All right, Irina, you should be able to move now.
I moved her up to this zombie that is
Okay.
or creature that's next to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him with my long sword.
All right.
I'm gonna try to, anyways.
Hell yeah.
18 total,
Okay.
and then I'm two-handing it, so I'll use my D8. I mean my D10s.
Okay.
Can't talk.
All right. Go ahead.
9 plus 2, so 11.
Okay. You swing at it and quickly plant your sword into its clavicle. And with that, the head, it lets out a shriek, and with that, the heads of all the others turn and quickly snap to you or snap attention to you. Is there anything else you would like to do this turn?
I don't think I can.
Okay. You expect 1. Okay. All right. Does a 10 hit, Irina?
No.
Okay. All right. The figure that just approached you reaches his hand out. And as he does so, a strange, a strange effigy kind of appears at the end of his palm, a weird shape of lights, so to speak. They start orange and then fade to red. And there's a quick and audible popping sound that you can hear, though nothing seems to happen after the popping sound. With that, he just kind of looks at his hand a moment and then looks at you. Is Mark.
Okay. I should have. That's not my turn. It's Spectre number 3's turn, apparently.
Sorry. Having to move 2.
Ah, you're good. Okay, I'm going to maneuver over here so they can't totally flank my sister.
Okay.
And the one that she struck, I'm going to go ahead and unload on it.
Okay.
So, main hand attack is going to be a 13 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, that's going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And since I have the dual wielder feat now, I can offhand with my other sword.
Okay, go for it.
Bonus action. That's a 10 to hit.
The second attack misses.
Okay. That's it, folks.
Okay, and you were attacking the one that just attacked her, so just to be clear, you were attacking this one here?
I I think it was the
Or was it this one? Was it the one she hit already or the one that's...
now. Yeah, the one she hit already.
Oh, okay. All right. Excellent. And you did 10 points of damage to it?
Sir.
Alrighty. That takes us to Trevok Banebeard. Trevok.
All right. So, I ask this question every time. What is it that I'm fighting with again? Is it?
You got a mace, I think.
He had a short sword. Is it not a part of your actions? Should be
It says. Oh, it does. It says short sword. Okay, my bad.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
I just wanted to make sure because it used to say club.
You broke a mace into a club, and then somebody gave you a short sword at some point.
Yeah, Than gave it to you. That was Than's
Okay.
short sword.
All right. And these things are 10 feet, right? So dang, I don't have a lot of movement because I got tiny legs.
Yeah, you can move 2.5, right? You should be close enough to attack the one in between Ismark and Irina.
Is that
This guy right here.
where is he? This guy?
Yeah, right there.
So, let's see. Actually, what I want to do is before I move. Oh wait, is Valkithra still being grabbed in the bushes?
It was
They broke free,
Than.
right?
It was
I'm sorry.
Than, yeah, and he
He
pulled
broke free.
himself free, yeah.
So I'm actually just gonna stand just behind Valkithra because I don't want to block any line of sight or anything like that. But
Okay.
I do want to manifest echo
Okay.
and use that to attack where the creature that was in front of me that I was just standing in front of.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and do your attack roll.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and describe to us how it's done. Like how you hit him.
So it was actually the echo that does it. So Baron would come out. I would close my eyes and just kind of whisper for Baron, I guess, is how he's going to do it from here forward.
Okay.
And so Baron appears and, Trevok just immediately points and is like, "Get him, lad!" And so Baron, turns and looks at the creature and is like, even though I kind of already said it, like, "Time to shine," and then just winds up with his sword and just comes straight down, like on the clavicle, neck, trapezius area.
Okay.
Like, sweet.
Excellent. And you did, it was 9 points of damage, right?
It was 9 points of damage.
All right. That takes us to... Okay. Ismark.
It's taking the dog. Hold on. Oh, he just walked back in.
He's taking a dump.
Mm-hmm.
He let the dogs out.
Your wife said you were out taking a dump.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, don't tell my secrets, Kaylee.
Totally downed you out. He's out there taking a poop. Poopy dude. Give me just 1 second here. I need to make sure I did all my math right. Before I kill Ismark.
Good luck, buddy.
Ismark. You watch Baron clobber this zombie, a little shorter than the others, balding on top, very thick red beard. He doesn't take the hit lightly. His shoulder seems to be out of socket, so to speak, and his arm slumps over. He looks to you, raises his right arm, and a small effigy appears, starting orange at first and then fading to red. You feel your soul burn inside of you as he does so. You take 29 points of damage, necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck!
Whoa!
As you feel a piece of your soul be ripped from inside of your chest, you see its arm straighten up and go back to normal. And that is the end of his turn. We go to the Wraith. Here. He's simply going to stand back here and watch. Band, you're up, dude.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Time out.
Go ahead.
Skirt. Give me a con save, Ismark.
Oh,
What the
please.
fuck up?
Ooh, it's good. That is a 23.
Okay. You take half that damage then. You take 14, not 29.
Oh, thank fucking goodness.
That was a crit, by the way. They
hope it was.
they're not
I
gonna
hope
be
it
they're not gonna be yamming on everybody for that much. I feel like I should.
Plenty of you said that wasn't a crit. Then
Mhm.
it would have been a real pinch.
Yeah, well, let's finish the fight and see how it goes.
But he still hit naturally.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're eating my soul for 30 points of damage. Things are
Mhm.
okay.
All right. Sorry, Than. Tell me about it.
How far is like one tile?
So one tile is 5 feet. So these tiles, as you see them, are 10 feet in length or whatever width. Because I got lazy when I built this.
Are they? I'm measuring right now.
You're in the middle of a tile, bro.
Fair. All right.
See, if I go from here to over here, this is well shit, that shit says 1.5 tiles. Whatever, dude.
All right. So I'm gonna go over here. Here,
No, I'd be saying 2 tiles.
I'm going over here. I forget. Can I ping an area?
Sure. If you just show me where did you want to go, and we can measure it out.
One sec. Line mode. Yes. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go over there if possible. I forget how many tiles I can.
You can move 6 tiles total. My suggestion would be to not run that way because you'll be more than likely.
6, you have to dash, right?
If you move over 6, you have to dash.
Oh, okay.
If I were you, I would. I mean, you can go there, but I would come around. You'd use more of your movement to come around because if you just dash through here, he's not gonna be able to hit you right here, and you're gonna run through his attack radius. You get an attack of opportunity.
I didn't even see this guy. I lost him for a second.
Right
I
here.
saw us. He's nestled in there like a homie. He's just like, "Hey guys."
Mm-hmm.
Here. All right. Yeah. Then I'll do that. Like I said, I didn't see him. Can I do that though?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you were to because you're not in it right now, right? So you come down right there, and then
Right.
and then that way you still have a tile and a half of movement left.
I shall do that. And I just want to make sure of one thing. This is all Thand is getting big brained for a sec.
Okay.
How close can I shift it? Will you allow this guy that was lost in the sauce to be included within my 5-foot range? Because I'm looking at the center of my tile would be here. Just on the very edge is. I'm leaving it up to you.
Nah.
All right.
She would occupy the 5-foot space between the two of you anyways on an actual board. So no.
That is fair. All right. So, the two in front of me then. Fair game?
Sure.
I cast motherfucking Sacred... Wait. Word of Radiance. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Or did it not? Oh, cast. I'm a dummy.
Okay, so they had to beat a DC 13 charisma save. Spectre 5. They both had the same charisma score. They had to beat DC 13.
Yeah.
They both succeed. 117, 116.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, fair enough.
So they just not take damage then?
No. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that end your turn?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
That was my movement in action.
This one here. Going to point an arm straight ahead at Irina. Palm facing towards her. Fingers splayed out. Actually, that would be... Never mind. Take it back. It would be this guy right here. He's going to look at Than. Same action.
Sorry.
Than, does a 9 hit?
Oh, fuck. I need to figure out where I know. 14.
Okay. All right. So the same thing. He draws the same light in the air. However, when you hear the audible pop, nothing happens. Valkithra, what do you do?
Cast a bonfire,
Bonfire.
like right here.
Okay.
To the tune of Crossfire. Crossfire!
These two little lizard men right here. This
Okay.
one and that one.
And that lasts for how many rounds before? Like as long as your concentration holds? How many rounds does it last?
I believe so. Or 10 rounds.
Or 10 rounds? Okay.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
So yeah, concentration. And to DC 15
Okay.
for both of them on dexterity.
Okay. That is 4 and 5. They'll have the same. Okay. And they had to beat a DC of what?
15.
Okay, yeah, they both fail. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof.
Damage of 1 for both of them.
Okay. That was 4 and 5. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah. Where I'm standing currently, am I like stuck in this bush? Am I like free to
No,
move?
you can move. No, you were like in the bush. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna stand on this side of Trayvon.
Okay.
Get behind him, put my hand on his shoulder.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
He was hiding behind you, now you're hiding behind him.
All right, Elion, you're up, dude.
Sorry.
You good?
Take some out real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move. Let's see. Yeah, I want to move here, and then I'm gonna cast Turn Undead, but I want to check the radius on this before I get too far ahead of myself. So it's a 30-foot, which is 5 foot a
6
tile, right?
tiles.
Yeah, 6 tiles, so
Okay,
get the
so
whole
yeah,
thing.
plenty well.
Okay. Before you do that, I need you to roll D100 and call high or low before.
Sure. I'll call low.
Sure.
And then yeah, I'll just roll 2d10s in
Mm-hmm.
alchemy.
Oh, show. Nice. Okie dokie. All right, so you need wisdom saving throws from everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 8? I think my proficiency bonus is 2 right now. I don't know where my spell DC is on this.
I feel like I gave you
There's not
a tracker. Yeah, I think that'll have the DC on it, I think.
Yeah, DC 13.
Okay.
I think I was about to say I'm pretty sure it's like 12 or 13. So DC 13, and if they fail, they must spend their turn moving away from me.
Okay. So this one here passes.
Okay.
This one here passes. This one, and this one fail. Give me 1 second. I gotta do last guy. Meets it, beats it, right? Or not?
Right.
Okay, yeah, all right. And then this guy passes also.
Okay, so all the turn creatures must spend their turn trying to move as far away from me as they can.
Right.
Can't willingly occupy a space from 30 feet of me, and they cannot take reactions.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm just turning everybody here so I know, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're turning it in a weird way, I know to, when I come to their turn again.
If they can't move, they can only use the dash action to try or the dash or dodge action to avoid not moving, but it's only if they're like in a corner.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's my action and half my move. I'll stay here and I'll stand in a defensive posture.
Okay. So we're at the top of the round again. What I think we're going to do is we'll go back through everybody once more, and then we'll call it here and pick it up in a couple weeks. Just because I promised that I wouldn't run it super long, and by the time we get through the thing again, it'll be close to like 10:30. So we'll be right at about 2 hours. Okay. But for him, he's going to go... Okay, 2.5. All right, that ends his turn. Irina, you're up.
I'm gonna hit the same guy.
Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? You and Than should have gotten
tax opportunity.
Yeah, tax of opportunity on that.
But doesn't it break the spell?
If they get injured?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it might, I guess. Does it, Brett?
100%.
What's up?
It does? Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you guys can choose
what
to.
was that?
If they
What
take
was the
damage, if they take damage, does it break the turn undead?
It doesn't say so. It says they cannot occupy a space within 30 feet of me willingly. So, I mean, that's kind of up to your discretion, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it says that if they take damage, it breaks it.
It says it's turn for 1 minute. Oh yeah, until it takes damage. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, if it takes damage, it'll break the.
Okay. Yeah. Do you either of you want to take the attack of opportunity, or are you just going to leave it?
I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay, Thand.
I will leave it, but I have another mechanical question.
Uh-huh.
This one can maybe be answered after. So he just did that, and they can't be within 30 feet of him willingly.
Mm-hmm.
But what if I champion challenged?
Um.
Do their heads just explode? Like,
Yeah, I would say that would override it.
Yeah.
The new CC would override the old.
okay, but yeah, I don't attack.
Or we could roll it down. You know what I'm saying? You guys can do spell roll off. You know what I mean? And then whoever wins, it stays. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Okay, Irina, what do you want to do? You said you were attacking the one that was in front of you?
That one's not running away, correct?
No. So you can see how it's still kind of looking towards you.
Yeah.
I've made the ones that are running away like turn a different direction for me and also you guys.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna attack the one that's not running away.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit?
Give me a second. I don't believe that it does. No, it does not.
All right. I think that is it because I move away. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity
Okay.
from me.
All right. So we go to this guy, which, okay. He's going to roll up on Brett. Brett, does a 10 hit?
I'm pretty sure my AC is 11 right now. Let me double check.
Okay.
No, 10.
Okay. Go ahead and roll con save.
Okay. And 21.
21. Okay. He approaches you. He holds a hand out, same as before with all the others. You feel a burning in your chest as he does so. You take 6 points of damage.
All right.
Okay, that ends his turn. He has to run. He's just got to run straight away from you, right? He would come out.
Yes, if they're affected by the turn undead, they have to run any direction within 30 or out of 30.
Does Baron
feet,
get a attack of opportunity for that?
Oh, and they have to. If you wanted to use it, they have to use their dash action too, right? No, you said.
No, they can't.
Okay.
I think it said they only use that if they pretty much have to get out of the range.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, they would use it. So he would go here. And yes, if Baron wanted to take it, he could. It's got to be a little.
That's the one he had been.
Oh, sorry. No, it actually says I can only use the dash action to escape an effect that prevents it from moving. So it would only dash if like something is ensnaring it or something.
Oh, okay. I got you. Probably for like rough terrain or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. We'll roll it as it is. They'll stay where they are. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to take it, Tyler, or no?
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Because if it takes damage and you don't kill it, it comes back to the fray.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Damage breaks the turn undead in 5e.
But would Travak really know that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I'll just leave.
I mean, he did just watch.
Leon whispered some holy shit and a bunch of lights came out.
I'll
and
just
these
wait
dudes
for my
darted
turn.
around
That's
away.
I was gonna say, I mean, if he was perceptive, he did just watch Irina and Dan not swing.
Yeah. Purposely not hit the same dudes.
So for clarity on that turn undead, what it's saying is for its action, it has to dash.
Basically.
If it's held in place, like if it were just rooted, you would think, oh, it can attack because it can't run away because it's within 5 feet of somebody.
Yeah, gotcha. But it
Tries to
can't.
escape that route.
Gotcha.
So it
Yeah.
has to roll a con save or use its action trying to rip itself out.
But yeah, I haven't been rolling the con save.
That's what that second portion means.
Whatever. We'll roll the con saves next time. I'm not gonna.
No, it's wisdom for that one. I was just saying, for example, if they're rooted, they have to try to get it out of the root. They still can't attack.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, as it comes to their turn, they get the opportunity to break out of it. But we'll give it one round. That seems fair considered. Oh, they don't?
It's for a minute.
Their turn for 1 full minute, dude.
Oh,
They keep moving.
Perfect.
Keep moving every turn.
Okay, excellent. That makes shit much easier on my end as far as trying to fucking make it work. Okay, Ismark, what you doing, dude?
All right, I still got one here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna maneuver myself just slightly.
Okay.
I'm kind of lining up the bowling pins here. I'm gonna hit that guy again, or try to, anyways. Only getting an 11 to hit with my first strike.
That misses. Yeah.
Okay. Second attack is a bonus action. Natural 19. I think that hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I'm gonna use a superiority die.
Okay.
Do a push attack. I'm gonna try to push him back into that bonfire.
Okay.
But first the damage comes out to 10 points.
10 points. Okay.
And then you have to make a strength saving throw. DC 13.
Ooh, yeah. It definitely misses.
It should shove him 15 feet back, and I'm trying to line him straight through that bonfire.
Okay. So you said 15 feet? Damn, dude, that's fucking so far.
Kind of fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah. So, tell me how you do it. Like, how do you push this guy that far back?
Oh, sure. So I guess after slashing it, we'll just Sparta kick it, and it'll just kind of get eaten up by the flame.
Okay. All right. Salt, how much? I need you to roll damage because he went through the bonfire.
It's actually when he ends his turn in the bonfire.
It also says whenever they enter the bonfire for the first time on a turn.
Oh, cool. Let me do that. I'll give you a new roll.
I had to learn all my player spells.
4 damage.
Study this too much.
Okay. Alrighty, we go to Trevok.
And that's right. Yeah, it's if they move through it or if they start their turn in the fire, they have to move out of it, and it doesn't affect them for that portion unless they end their turn. I was misreading that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Tyler?
Let's see. So let me pull up the other screen because I can't see all the NPCs. Oh, so Irina and Bismarck are standing right next to Baron. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The one standing close to us is fleeing. Is that right?
Yes, this guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only ones that aren't fleeing is one right here by Elion. This guy that just got yeeted 15 feet through fire, and then this guy who's not been watching, or I guess has just been watching.
All right. So Trevok, do I have the distance to move here?
That would be you're 25 feet, right? So you move a total of 5 tiles.
So I can position Trevok here and then flank. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna go. What's the movement on my Echo Knight? For the distance, I should say.
I feel like he just can't get 15 feet.
As far as you could.
Yeah.
But he has to stay within a certain.
He's got to stay within 3 tiles. Yeah.
Within 3 tiles.
Okay. Yeah, he's at like 2.6 tiles right now.
Does his movement is his movement independent from?
Yeah, I think so.
So Baron or Trevok would call Baron
I feel like he only was able to move like 15 feet or some shit. Give me a second.
For the teleport, it's a cost of 15 feet to swap
Oh,
places.
okay, yeah. Yeah. It doesn't specify. It just says, yeah, I would imagine it would have your same move speed.
Oh, it says on your turn, you can mentally command the Echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction.
Okay.
With no action.
Okay, sweet. There you go then.
And it has to stay within 30 feet by the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so either way, I'm calling Baron to my side as well to kind of help.
Okay. Oh. I don't know why that grabbed both of them. Okay.
Actually, can Baron position himself so that there's no line of sight between, kind of blocking the line of sight between, who is that, Elion?
Yeah, you want him more like
And
over
the
here?
creature who has yet to do anything.
Okay, so like right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so that's the movement piece. And then Trevok is going to attack from his position.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
14 attack for 7 damage.
Okay, it definitely hits. Tell me how you crank this thing, man.
All right, so I was hoping you would say that because actually I'm taking a knee. What he does is Trevok is actually running up behind. Is that Elion standing there, right?
Yeah.
So he's running up behind, and he like slides like onto his knee and does like a kneeling thrusting jab upward, like towards the creature, like I guess stabbing it in the abdomen from a dwarven kneeling position kind of
Okay.
thing. So that way he can kind of use the ground to sturdy himself for the thrusting hand, right? So that's
Okay.
what he does.
All right. Well, as you stab him in the stomach, he finally lets out a loud groan and falls over to the side.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Right? This dude's fucking deucing. Anybody gonna try and take an attack of opportunity as he runs away?
No, sir.
Burnwood this time.
All right. You said Baronwood this time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
26 and 13.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Brother.
Yeah, the damage should already be doubled. Tell me how Baron smacks this thing in the face.
Sorry, I'm eating French fries.
Oh, okay, you're good.
You know what? One DM's creativity here.
Okay, you gotta tell me where you're eating them French fries from, though.
Whataburger, just like you like it.
Nice. All right. So this foul being before you goes to take off sprinting. It just about passes Baron when he bounces the hammer. Is like, oh no, you don't, you bastard! And he just turns and he clotheslines this weird fleshy humanoid right in the snout. And as he bashes it forward, you can see its nose cave in, and it quickly, his feet shoot out from underneath of it. He pulls the hammer back, and you can see a strange, nightmarish indentation across his cheek and nose. And Baron just picks the hammer up one more time and drives it down for good measure, and leaves the skull of it rather flat across the ground. He's dead.
2 for 1, baby. Get on my level.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. The strange figure in the back looks over all of you with some amusement and begins to approach. He comes over to Bairn.
Is he stepping through my fire?
No. Comes over to Bairn. I'm assuming a 17 would hit Bairn.
Yes, a 17 would hit Baron.
Okay. Bairn lets out a quick shriek and poofs. And that would be the... Oh, hang on. Give me a second. I gotta double check to see if this motherfucker had multi-attack or not. Okay, no, it is not. Okay. That's the end of his turn. Than, you're out, dude.
Get him, boy!
Hunter.
Fuck, I was talking. I was like,
You're good.
all right. You just be kind of vibing and chilling right there, huh? Staring at us, taking it in, huh?
But he did just pop Bairn.
Fucking. Alright. I'm moving right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna face this motherfucker and I'm gonna take a swing.
Okay, go for it.
Do it.
I lost my alchemy. I'm still one monitor gang right now.
Oh man, that's a big old rip.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that hits. Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah, baby, we're gonna hit
Yeah,
that
boy.
with a fucking
Get in on this.
Damn, let's see. I'll do a searing smite. You know, just a divine smite.
All right, roll it out, dude.
Spell slot and boom.
Okay. All right, is that end your turn?
Hold up. Actually, is this the one I want? Just one second. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It is. All right, this is the bonus. All right, as a bonus action, I'm gonna try and compel duel this motherfucker.
Okay. So he's got to beat a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Yeah.
He does not beat it. He squares up to face you.
All right, and that ends my turn.
Okay. Let's see here. We go to Spectre 4. Who got yeeted across the fire. Give me a second here. All right. He runs back through said fire. Salt, go ahead and roll damage.
It's 1.
Okay. Alrighty. You knocked him back 15 feet. Right, so he literally stay right here on the edge. Or I guess dash action. We'll go ahead and put him back here, but that'll take his turn. All right, Valkithra.
Alrighty.
Do it.
Let's see how far I can move here. Easy. I want to get right up in this dude's grill.
Okay.
I'll just slip past Mr. Than and Elyon And I'm gonna ask this guy a few questions.
Hell yeah, but oof.
Does
Yeah,
a 24 hit?
it does.
And is he currently engaged with Thand here?
Yes.
All right. So I was about to say,
You would break his spell if you hit him.
Because I'm going to sneak attack him.
Okay.
Let me make sure that rolled right. Yes, it did. And then I will Wails from the Grave, which is just extra 1d6, onto the secondary Zombo for 1 damage.
Okay. You're talking about the one next to him here?
Yes, sir.
Spectre 4. Okay. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Let's see. Yeah, sure does.
Okay. Alrighty. Elion.
He's taking the sword, or taking his hammer, and he wants to step around Valkithra here
Okay.
to this side and try to strike this, whatever the fuck this thing is in between us.
Okay.
It seems to be controlling the other things.
All right. Yeah, go for it. Oof.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a wide miss. We won't refer to the boo-boo chart at this moment.
All
No
right.
boo-boo chart.
Yeah. So
Come
usually
on, you made Trevok shit his pants.
to add some flavor with a natural 1, there's usually some kind of like consequence, like whether he'd hit Valkithra or trip or whatever.
His pants for no goddamn reason for this.
I'm still wearing freaking bell bottoms.
I mean, I can make him go to the boo-boo chart. That's fine. We can do that.
No.
Is that why
I'm not
it's
against
called
it.
the boo-boo chart?
Yeah. It's just when you roll a 1, it's like, okay, give me another d20 on top of that. And then based on that roll, like, I'll have something in mind. Like, okay, well, if it's high, it'll be this. Or if it's low, it's this. Or if it's within a certain range, it's that. We'll spare the boo-boo chart right now. Well, you know what? This is our last move for the evening. Give me another d20, Brett. Oh, no way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That
I love
couldn't
it.
have been any more perfect. A 1 and a 20.
Hell yeah. So you swing and miss spectacularly. You go to you stumble forward because the weight of the hammer just kind of brings you off center. You were really expecting to inflict something, but the only thing that your weapon really cut through was the air. However, as you go to stumble forward, you just kind of bump into him and shove him back and quickly correct yourself. And you manage to miss Valkithra altogether when this happens. So in a weird turn of events, you've managed to swing, miss, bump, and then recorrect yourself like almost instantly. You almost give it one of those like cartoonish, like cartoonish, like spinning around, and then manage to kind of catch yourself standing right where you were before. And with that, that'll end our session for tonight.
Hell yeah. failed successfully.
Yeah, task failed successfully. Exactly.
Mission mailed.
You couldn't have done it better.
Yeah, for sure. Dice gods definitely took mercy on you on that one. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do boo char right now, but we'll do it. It's fine.
The dice say no, boo boo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the universe. Just like first, I had the feeling it was like, man, don't boo boo him right now. This is fine. And
That's how I
then the
go to
dice
work
were
every
like,
morning, dude. I flip a coin. Heads is go. Stay home. So far, it's been a tremendous straight.
Let's say, what are you flipping? Fucking a tails only coin? Like,
I've been going to work for fucking months now. This is bullshit.
It's actually just a small little ball he has that says tails on it. He throws in the air and catches and says, "Damn, landed tails again."
Financial responsibility.
I'm fucking dying.
Damn it! That's what it says. It says financial responsibility on the ball. Like, damn, tails
adulting.
again.
Fuck. All right, I'll go ahead and cut the recording.